Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. Today we're going to be listening to Rage by President. And I listened to the first two songs that came out by this band. And if you saw those videos, it goes without saying that I am very intrigued by just the whole vibe of this group and the mystery behind them. I love it. And I definitely want to follow along with what they're doing. So I was really excited to see a new song out by them. This came out 20 hours ago at the time of recording. I don't know when you'll see it exactly, but hopefully some President fans will still find this and let me know their thoughts on it. So yes, let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. This is a different vibe already. Love this dance though. I love this kind of stuff, so this is really cool. My heart decays in the shade. Can we keep it a secret while we wait? I'll always belong to you. Nothing will ever change it. Beautiful dancing. Chills right now watching them, especially with the heaviness. Not sure I like those electronic noises though. Video. Like just a concept. Okay, so I have some thoughts. I have to look at the lyrics because I had the lyrics up, but then for some reason the captions just kept saying heat, and I should know better to go by the captions because sometimes they're wrong, but I don't know what happened there. But the video itself, I mean, aside from the dancing being amazing, I love watching dancers of any kind. I just think it's so cool, especially when you get into the more contemporary stuff and you can see the emotion behind it. I love dancing myself, but like all that just expression is so hard for me to do when it comes to dancing. Like I've taken classes and stuff and I just always feel silly. So I really admire people that can do that and actually like have the passion and emotion on their face. I just think it's awesome. But from what was playing out with their choreography, I like to think there's, you know, a good and a bad, or a angel devil kind of situation with the white and the black. And now this might be getting too deep, but the person in the black dress kind of was holding down the one in the white dress. So it seems like that they won out. And I feel like him watching was just like himself in some way, like the battle in his head or something. And then he reaches out his hand, but you don't see which hand he's taking. Like, is he taking the devil's hand or is he helping up the angel's hand, you know? Well, the angel, not her hand, just herself. That's what I kind of looked at it as. Like, you have these personalities maybe battling each other, these thoughts battling each other, and who you decide to help or which one you decide to encourage or pick, we don't know. That might have been too deep, but that's just what I got from it. Okay, so in Genius, it says Rage is the third single from President's debut EP, King of Terrors. I did not know that they had an EP. The song's lyrical themes were inspired by Dylan Thomas's epic poem, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. I don't know that, so let me look that up quick. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of light. The wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned too late, they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see the blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Okay, I did not know this. According to prepscholar.com, it says this might be one of the most famous poems of the 20th century. Did you guys know this? It says he composed it when he was traveling with his wife and children in Italy in 1947, and it was published as part of his 1952 poetry collection in Country Sleep and Other Poems. Thomas wrote Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night during a very specific moment in Dylan Thomas's life. His father, David John Thomas, had first introduced him to the wonder of language by reading him Shakespeare before bed at night. Thomas's father was a grammar school teacher, but he had always wanted to be a poet but was never able to realize his dream. Some experts suggest that Thomas was inspired to write Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night because his father was dying, though his father didn't pass away until Christmas of 1952. In a twist of fate, Thomas's poem about death would be one of the last poems he would write before his own untimely demise the following year. It says, at its heart, the poem is about death. The narrator of the poem is experiencing the death of his father, which we see in the last stanza or group of lines. Witnessing the death of his father makes the speaker think about death in a more general way. The first 5 stanzas focus on different types of men, and the speaker thinks about how they will have to face death one day too. In the end, the speaker realizes that death cannot be avoided, but it can be challenged. When he tells readers to not go gentle into that good night and rage against the dying of the light, he's telling them to not accept death passively. Instead, he tells people that the last thing a dying person gets to choose is how he faces death. For Thomas, struggling against death is both a valiant and human reaction. Yeah, that makes sense. So let me just really quickly read the President lyrics now that I gave you a little bit of a history lesson, apparently. So the song lyrics are, like fallen trees, I can swing. I don't want to behave like this again. Am I still enough for you? Would you ever change me? My heart decays in my sleep. Can we keep a secret while we wait? I'll always belong to you. Nothing will ever change it. I'll keep calling your name out, but I don't hear if you make a sound. Will you hold me when I'm in the ground? I keep drinking my way out. Could you love me then? Would you love me then? A sudden life of your own. I can still taste it burning in your soul. Will you still remember me when all of this is faded? And it just repeats the chorus basically. So kind of a simple song. I feel like the video gave it, I don't know, a deeper emotional feel than I'm getting from the lyrics. Not saying that it's not, but just I feel like that was just a more obvious, like, literal expression of pain and a flow, and also beautiful. I feel like the dancing kind of took away from the song for me, if I'm being honest, like the lyrics, the meaning. But either way, I liked it, especially when it kicked in and got heavier at the end. Not too fond of the electronic noises. I said that before in Fearless. Like it had that digital kind of voice that says Fearless, and I didn't like that either. But Fearless, I actually really, really like that song, and the lyrics, the meaning. I've been listening to that one a lot. And then I think it's In the Name of the Father. Is that right? Yes, In the Name of the Father. So out of these three, I would say Fearless is my favorite, then In the Name of the Father, and then Rage. Musically, this might have been one of the more interesting ones for videos as far as visuals go. But the last one, he took his mask off at the end, so he didn't really address that in this one. I thought that would be a continuation, but now he has the mask back on, and like I said, I feel like it's just like an inner thought battle in his mind. If it's like a character that he's building up here, that's what I get from it. But you guys let me know where this one ranks in the songs that are out so far. I don't know if there's more songs that are actually out yet. So at least on YouTube Music, all it has are those 3 songs. So yeah, going off of those, let me know how they rank and what you think of this band. I'm intrigued. I am all in, and I kind of want to get behind the storyline of it because I feel there's some kind of lore, I guess people say, to it. So I usually don't really follow that stuff too close, but I think just because they were a big mystery from the beginning, that's what sucked me in. So yeah. All right, guys, I will end this one here. As always, thank you so much for watching along with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.